Hello everybody, my name is Robin0928 and welcome back to My Little Robin Reviewing His Magic. Riddle me this, audience. What series has one of the best underlying plots of all time, some of the best written characters, but only lasted for a very short time? The answer is Firefly, but Gravity Falls comes really close. Ah, Gravity Falls. The show I wished I had fallen in love with when the rest of the world gave it a chance. When this show came out, I was a little bit obsessed with a certain cartoon about candy-colored horses, so this series on Disney XD completely passed me by without me thinking about it. However, when I heard from a lot of people that not only was the series good, but it was ending after only 40 episodes, I had to buy into the hype and check it out, and boy was it worth it. If you watch the backgrounds of My Little Robin episodes, you might have noticed a few shoutouts to Gravity Falls in the What About Discord review. Now, I'm not going to really review any specific episode of the show, just my overall thoughts about what I liked and disliked in it. Let me get this one out of the way. Alex Hirsch is one of the smartest writers on TV. His idea started out so simple, but there was, even from the first episode, a layer of mystery and the unknown that got my attention. From the cipher wheel to the mystery soda machine, the first episodes gave fans a taste of what was to come in later episodes. By the time that Weirdmageddon Part 3 came out, there were people putting together clues and theorizing what the final episode was going to do to connect the pieces of the series puzzle. It was one of the smartest ideas for a television show in the 21st century, as it got people talking to each other and their thoughts on what was happening. Things that were written off as one-off animation problems were actually huge clues right in front of our face the entire time. Props to Mr. Hirsch for thinking so far ahead in his series. His choice to do all the animation by hand is one I also have to commend him for. It's one of the most beautiful cartoons ever put on TV, and it's amazing that it took Disney to return to its roots in order for me to like animation on TV again. If you've seen the original pilot, you would know that the original plan for the series was to have it use flash animation, but the quality switch to hand-drawn is not only visible, but it makes the style of the series so unique. While I'm not going to go too deep into spoilers in this retrospective, the designs of characters revealed later in the series give off a sense of real passage of time over the course of 2 seasons. The villains of the show go from being cute and cuddly to demonic and terrifying. Overall, the series has a lot of things I love in a great cartoon show. Now let's take a look at the few problems I did have with the show. So, with it seeming like all the elements of a good cartoon being here, could I have any problem with one of the greatest cartoons of the decade? I think there are a lot of filler episodes. Between the big plot-heavy episodes, we get episodes that feel lacking, for lack of a better word. Like, an episode focusing on Dipper and Ford playing Dungeons & Dragons happens only an episode after there's a lot of exposition about Stan and Ford's past. It feels out of place in a series that's so heavily focused on tone and continuity. Another flaw I had was that things were established, yet never paid off later in the series. Like, what was up with Dipper's last form pose? Was it just meant to tease him turning into wood in Northwest Manor? How about the UFO? There were clues that led us to think that there was some real importance there. And the President's Key. It was never used. How about the cipher wheel? It's brought up in the finale, but had very little place in it. It seems bizarre for something that was so integral to the series. Points that were ignored like these make all the build-up that the series provided seem kind of moot. My complaint isn't that these points weren't used, my point is that it feels bizarre that a show that loves to bring off one-off elements as plot points would so easily forget about one of the biggest teases in its mythos. This doesn't make Gravity Falls a bad show, far from it. It just is something that bothered me while watching it. So if you haven't seen Gravity Falls, should you watch it? Hell yeah, it's one of those shows that's prime for marathoning from start to finish. Unfortunately, there is a problem. Trying to find every episode will be a hassle. There are only 2 DVDs currently with the first 12 episodes, and no plans for a series box set or 2 complete season DVDs. This makes watching the show as intended slightly difficult, although there are sources on the internet that can help you get through every episode of the show. I'm not saying we should pirate it. What I'm saying is that Disney should really consider making a box set for both seasons of Gravity Falls, for those fans who want to watch every episode in order. Even if there is never a DVD release of the series, I still love it. It was smart, funny, well written, well drawn, and with an overarching story to rival even this stupid show. My name is Robin0928, and I will see you guys next time!